wanna go home for Christmas. Let me go home this year.
Hi everyone. I hope you enjoyed and liked the piano instrumental of Home for Christmas cover version of Maria Mena. Why did I choose that cover version and that particular song? First of all, because my vocal students love the song. Second of all, because it's relatively simple as a melodic line. It's not very challenging. It can serve as a very good warm-up for everyone. There was a funny question that Rumen, my boyfriend, asked me while he was listening to me recording. He asked me, why do you chose to use predominantly your head voice while you were singing it rather than chest voice? That was a very, very good question. And the short answer is, we could well sing the song with a chest voice, there's no problem, but this is an artistic solution. We have to think of singing as painting. So we have a lot of, hopefully we do, have a lot of brushes that we're using to paint the picture. And using the head voice is our solution, the brush that we pick. Why? Because if you think about the lyrics of the song, the girl in the song, probably Maria Mena herself, she's heartbroken and she wants to go home because obviously her relationship with a guy is not blooming and she's bitter. She sounds very bitter. So in fact, her heart is crying. So that's the reason why the song is much more expressive if it's done with a head voice.
Careful what you say, this time of year tends to weaken me, and have a little decency and let me cry in peace. But there's a place where I erase the challenges I've been through, where I know every corner, every street name all by heart. And so it is a part of my courageous plan to leave with a broken heart tucked away under my sleeve. I wanna go home for Christmas. Let me go home this year. I wanna go home for Christmas. Let me go home this year. I'll pack my bags and leave before the sun rises tomorrow, 'cause we act more like strangers for each day that I'm here. But I have people close to me who never will desert me, who remind me frequently what I was like as a child. And so it is a part of my courageous plan to leave with a broken heart tucked away under my sleeve. I wanna go home for Christmas. Let me go home this year. I wanna go home for Christmas. Let me go home this year. I don't know what my future holds, choose or who I'll choose to love me. But I can tell you where I'm from and who loved me to life. And so it is a part of my courageous plan to live with a broken heart tucked away under my sleeve. I wanna go home for Christmas. Let me go home this year. I wanna go home for Christmas. Let me go home this year. I wanna go home for Christmas. Let me go home this year. I wanna go home for Christmas. Let me go home this year.
Well, that's for me. God jul og godt nytt år. That's the Norwegian version. Честита Коледа на всички и честита и весела Нова година. That's the Bulgarian version. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you. Bye for now.